County Education Committee meeting Tuesday, April 16th, 2024, at 5 p.m. Approve the minutes of the meeting held on January the 23rd, 2024.
We're not, is it,
Oh,
is that, okay, is that the meeting?
Yeah.
You got another agenda
That's
down
the
there?
ones from
No,
last.
oh my God.
Okay, that's all right.
Y'all care?
He can look
That's
at
the
it.
ones from the last meeting, Darwin. It wasn't, how come it was?
The meeting before that one, there wasn't any, and remember we had to rescind the motion to approve the minutes for the meeting before the last one. Do we have to do anything about that? Cause they're still not in here. Am I making any sense?
Yeah, the minutes
If we
from
approve
the meeting.
anything for them, for the schools, we'll have to have minutes to be amended, approved. So, I don't remember, that's been 2 meetings ago,
Oh,
Yeah.
which has been back.
we can approve these minutes.
We just have to
rescind them again.
What, are we missing some minutes?
The last meeting we had, the minutes for the meeting before wasn't in there. It's on here. If
Oh.
you read that, it says Randall made a motion to rescind the motion because last meeting minutes,
Yeah, okay.
from.
Yeah, I remember that. We looked for them, couldn't find them.
Right.
They're not in here now.
What did we do on that meeting, Darwin? You remember?
No, I know, it's
You
been
remember?
4 months, 5 months ago.
Well, I think right here is that the one that they're,
Yeah, it says.
Randall made that
A motion to rescind motion because last meeting minutes were not there.
it should say one more.
You know what month it was, Chris?
It was November the 27th.
All we can do then is pass those minutes until the next meeting and approve these here.
So the motion we're making is to approve the
Current-
minutes for
Current
January.
minutes, yeah. Then we're gonna make a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Donna to approve current minutes.
I know what it is.
I'll second.
Second by Geraldine.
Do we need to make a note though that says the next
Yeah, we
meeting?
need to make sure they're in the next meeting,
You need to make sure to get on the next
next,
agenda meeting that them minutes do, but like I said, it's been so long, I don't remember. There was some of that,
It's
money
on the
they
bond.
transferred on bond and stuff.
It was on the bond. In November, Connie sent me an email that said, on November 27th, they had a scheduled education committee meeting on the approve the borrowing of the $14 million for the school renovations and repairs. It went through budget on December 4th. So it was on the 27th of November.
Yeah.
That's a copy they sent me, and that's from February 12th. Is that the,
that's the county.
that's the
board.
county commission,
Yeah,
I
county
didn't
meeting.
even know that she had sent me the meeting notes. And y'all are talking about the
Minutes.
the education committee meeting, okay. That's the only ones I had in here, so.
Yeah, we'll have to. This just shows where we borrowed the money and approve the parade, is what it shows. Okay, yeah, we'll have to amend that, on the next meeting, to put that in our, for record.
I just made a note on here, it says,
Yeah.
please add minutes from November 27th, 2023 meeting to the next education committee meeting agenda.
That'll be. All 4?
Yeah.
Motion carried. Okay, number 4, approve school budget amendments, general purpose fund, school fund 141, amendment number 5. And federal projects, school fund 142, amendments number 5 and 6. And then we've got the central cafeteria fund 143, amendment number 1. Crystal, you wanna go over those lists with it?
Yes. So number 5, we have to take that one back to the board, and I didn't know you all hadn't approved it yet, so I told Connie I'd sent her another copy, because we approved ours originally on 3/19, and whenever we copied the numbers over to do revision 5 from 4, the beginning balance did not transfer over, so we had to update revision 5, so the board approved it twice, and so they got it on here, but revision 5, technically, that was the only reason there was 2 5s on there, is because we had to reapprove it as the board, because of the beginning balances, of course.
Right.
But on revision 5, the changes, for it was just for the state special education preschool grant. I told y'all about that one last time. There was a teacher, they had a special needs teacher for an inclusion classroom for preschool, and that was just a one-time grant, and it's a state one, not a federal one, that they gave us. That was like $30-something thousand, and they do have a teacher in place for that, and that money has been spent for that classroom. But that was we had approved earlier, we had originally budgeted that money in 73400, which is our preschool code, which is what our fiscal people told us. But then when they sent it to the state, they had them budgeted in 71200, which is a special ed code. So this was only to change that, no more money or anything, we just had to move it from those, between those codes. And then they needed to add subs into the ISM grant. And then they had some computer science teachers in the ISM grant too that was they thought were gonna be paid out of this year money, but they will not be until later, so. She moved that money around, and then there was like maybe $18, from a Spark grant the prior year, and they just needed to move that into a code that could spend that, which was a supply code. So that was the revision 5. And then revision 6 was they have to come together with that ISM grant, which is the Innovative Schools Model Grant, and the schools have to come together because each school is in that has a middle school age classrooms, and so they have kind of budgeted that money, certain amounts for each school, so they come together and they talk and they make sure that they're in their budgeted items, and then if they need to move any, so some of the schools wanted to move some funds, and that's what revision 6 was. And then, of course, the next one, our 7, will be our big one, of course, for year-end budgeting and.
You're where you need to be, look like, there's nothing out of line, but I'll look at it.
No, I think everything's
I think
good,
they're
so
okay.
far so good, thank the Lord.
Anybody have any questions about their school fund report?
Looks good to me.
All right, got a motion by Donna,
I'll say.
a second by Randall. Roll call, Cindy,
Yes.
Randall,
Yeah.
Donna,
Yes.
Geraldine,
Yes.
and all 4, motion carried. Approved school quarterly report ending September 30, 2023, which you just did that too, I think. So, I think we're all good on that. Does anybody have questions about the quarterly report?
Make the motion.
A motion by Cindy,
I'll second.
second by Donna. There's no other discussion. Geraldine,
Yes.
Donna,
Yes.
Randall,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
and Donna. All 4. Motion carried. Next scheduled meeting will be Monday, May 20th, 2024 at 5. The agenda back up there now, what we approved is still good. We just have to ratify this agenda, this one in November. So we don't have to back up anything, just to ratify it all. So, if we don't have any other business, you guys got anything else? Go ahead. Go ahead, Joe.
What is that thing they're having at the school Thursday, some kind of a STEM thing at the high school Thursday? Is that, you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not sure.
Is it at the high school or ticket?
Is it not at the high school?
I don't know. What are
It
you
was
talking about?
about new stuff or something, and they're gonna have a plant sale, and it sounded like a bunch of stuff.
I don't remember.
No, but now our ag classes, that Spark grant that we moved the rest of those like $18 or something for that grant. That Spark grant is the grant that gave us the greenhouses. They did some greenhouses over there, and so they have been selling plants and stuff, so that's very possible.
It's a cafeteria thing, maybe, something.
I didn't see that one.
It was in there, insurance, and then just the other, I was trying to remember if they told me what, but $3.99 is other contracted services, so it's money they were needing it to pay something.
Right.
Oh, okay, and she's got it back here.
All right.
Okay, and that one, yeah, they, so with that 143, the cafeteria, I think it's called Meals Plus currently, that their, school software for the lunchroom program runs through, and that software company is actually changing over to this EMS Link, and it's a little more expensive, but there was nothing, I mean, it wasn't our choice, that company, I guess, just sold out to somebody, and it was a little, the transition period maybe cost another month or something, so.
We went to Titan.
Yes, Meals Plus to Titan, yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Anybody got anything else?
I do have a concern,
Okay.
the soccer field,
What?
the soccer field.
Oh.
There's porta potties, is there no way there can be bathrooms over there?
Not been to a game there.
I myself am afraid to get in a porta potty.
You're talking
Yes.
about it at the Board of Education?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because I
At
was
the high
thinking,
school.
yeah,
Yeah.
Or are you talking
No,
about
I'm
the
talking
ones
about the Board
at
of
the central
Education.
office? Okay, which is,
the rec field.
Mhm.
got ya. And then
Dale
Dale Hollow Soccer Association kind of does most of that. I don't know if, of course, the school ones practice over at the
Right.
Livingston Academy. So I don't know if that's just what they choose to do or what.
I didn't know if y'all had anything to do with that or not.
We help mow it for
Yeah.
them, but I don't think our kids, they always use the high school one, of course.
I think the only time we ever use it's for like, track and field day, the only time that I know it's used. And
And
I
then, of
don't
course,
know,
those days, the little kids come in the building,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't use them that day, but
I'm not for sure.
I think they just move them in during the Del Hollows soccer season,
Okay.
possibly, and then I don't know that the schools, I don't know if our schools use it, but I know the Del Hollow teams do.
Well,
And
I was
they move
asking
them in and
them
out.
I told them I asked y'all. So it's.
It would be nice.
We
to
can
have
find
some-
out,
It
we can
would
find
be.
out.
Okay, I
We can
appreciate
certainly
it.
find out.
Because I mean, my kids play over there. too,
Right,
and I
right.
hate porta potties.
Oh, I'm afraid to get in and I left and went home.
Believe it or not, those are actually pretty clean.
Yeah.
I was in there Saturday, so.
Yeah.
That's
So-
big.
But that is something that maybe you could look into.
Yes, we will certainly find out.
I appreciate it.
This is the first year.
Have anything else?
Year.
If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. A motion by Cindy, second by Donna. All four,
Yeah.
we are adjourned. Thank you all. Appreciate you.
Stay all night.
Or the restrooms, how about that? The soccer ball, the restrooms, how about that?
Thank you.